Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be quickly covering some news and notes from NBA Top Shot, starting with the weird purchase for a Van Vliet moment. So first, let's take a look at the moment. All right, just a little basic move on at the three-pointer, and he shoots it. Nothing too special. Let's see. The normal price goes for $16, $17. I mean, nothing stands out with the serial numbers. I mean, if it's a basic serial number, then it's going to be around $16 or $17. But we see that one sold for $140,000. And so the history on it is it originally sold for 10 and then sold for 19 and ended up selling for $140,000 on a serial number 11511. Now that number is a palindrome, but that's still, I don't think, anything special. And so what I did is I took a look at the seller and the buyer just to try to make sense of it all, and I can tell you that both the seller and the buyer are definitely experienced collectors, and they definitely have some big moments in their collection, some low serial numbers, some number ones, number twos. So they both have money. They know what's going on. So this must have been some kind of an agreement or whatever. But when you get rookies like myself looking at this, it just stands out to us. And that's the great thing about the blockchain is there's a lot of transparency, so you can see these sales and it's harder to hide. So I wish I knew the backstory to this big sale, because that's a lot of money to spend on a basic moment. It's not very limited, and it only goes for about $16, $17. Maybe the serial number stands for something I don't know about. I hate not knowing about, the backstory of these things. But so let's take a look at some other funny listings on the market. You have a bunch of trolls posting their Van Vliet for $140,000. Got about 6 of these guys posting it for $140,000, hoping they can get lucky and sell it for that crazy amount also. But that's not going to happen. All right, so in office hours this week, Jacob Eisenberg talked about failed transactions and the cooldown time. Let's go ahead and listen to that.
Guzman, you put it well. For a lot of collectors, that their transaction fails and it shows that their timer is reset to 60 minutes. We really understand how frustrating that is, and that's not our intent. This is something that we are actively working on, and I anticipate a fix so that if your transaction fails, you won't be penalized. In the meantime, as you were saying, Guzman, there is a chance that after 10 minutes, if you refresh, your timer will reset because the system will recognize it. This happens, I would say, a decent portion of the time. It's certainly not every time, and we're hopeful that we can get to an every time situation.
Okay, so there you have it. Hopefully refreshing works for you, but that could be very annoying. 60 minutes is a long time to wait between purchases, especially, sometimes you're just in a rhythm of things, and, you're finding all the good deals that you're looking for, and then you get a failed transaction and have to wait 60 minutes. So go ahead and try refreshing after 10 minutes, and hopefully that works. There's no guarantee, but that's that's as far as they've gotten as far as a fix at this time. So hopefully that works for you. Okay, and then we're going to talk about utility of moments. So we're yet to see in the beginning stages of NBA Top Shot the different ways we're able to use our moments. So when it comes to utility of moments, the only thing we've really been able to do at this time is use our moments for challenges. So you have a collection, and all of a sudden, you're like, why is my moment going for 5 times the amount that I paid for it? And that's because it's part of a challenge. So there's going to be other things that you can use your moments for. So you want to hold on to a good collection, because you just never know. Some of the things for Top Shot moments that may be coming in the near future that add real world uses and value to Top Shot moments, from digital autographs to the hardcore mobile game to in-arena exclusives. This is from a blog on momentranks.com. And so this gives you an idea of some of the creative ways that you might be able to use your moments in the future, whether it's to get an autograph or the new game that they got coming out, where you can use your moments. If you have them in your collection, you can use them in the game. So this hardcore mobile game is supposed to be an arcade style game where you put together different lineups and play against other people using the actual moments that you have. You have to actually have those moments to use them in your lineup or something like that. So don't be in such a rush to sell your moments, because if they're losing value now, they could have a lot of value later. They might turn out to be something that you can use for different things in the future. Also, in office hours, they talked about pack cadence and how often they want to release rare packs and legendary packs. Let's take a listen to Jacob Eisenberg here.
You know, from my perspective, having at least 1 or 2 rares a month seems pretty good to me. Like I would maybe not, at least 1, hopefully 2 rare drops a month would be pretty good to me. And then of course legendaries, if it's every 3rd week, if it's once a month, if it's once every 2 months, we need to kind of still figure out that right cadence. But
okay, so that's good news. We would love to see 1 or 2 rare drops per month. That would be amazing. And I think 1 legendary drop every other month is good. Of course, the community wants once a month, but 1 legendary drop every other month is perfect. They're still talking about doing a legendary holo drop, legendary rookie drop, and maybe a legendary playoff drop before Series 2 concludes. So we can still see 3 more legendary drops, but for sure we're going to have the legendary holo icon drop. On the baller status metric, they're still working on fixing that, and they also mentioned in office hours that maybe in the future they're going to use that as the only metric to give you exclusive opportunities to legendary packs and things like that. They say that makes it more clear cut. Like, okay, if you've reached a certain level of baller status, then you're eligible for X, Y, and Z. So that makes it to where you don't have to have a certain amount of moments and you don't have to do a certain amount of things. You've already proven by doing all these different activities to raise your baller status. So that would make it really easy and simple, but at the moment they need to fix baller status because it's still broken. But the word is they're supposed to have it done by this week or next week. Okay, so that's it for the video today, and leave a comment below if there's any ideas that you have on how the NBA Top Shot can utilize these moments in different and creative ways. And thanks for watching.